After the conclusion of an absolute butt-whooping Super Bowl, it's time to look forward to the 2025 NFL Draft and who some of the possible steals in the draft could be. Today, we're looking over 3 of the biggest steals in the upcoming draft and where they might actually go round by round. So number 1 is going to be Iowa running back Caleb Johnson. This dude was an absolute dog in a stacked full 2025 class. Even with names like Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton, and Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Johnson still stood out from the rest of them. And although projected to be a 3rd-round pick, Johnson has proven himself to at least try out for a running back 1 role in the NFL, and I think he deserves to be higher ranked on this list. Johnson is accredited for running a 4.4 40-yard dash in high school, which allowed him to rush for over 2,000 yards in college, totaling 30 career rushing touchdowns, with 21 of them coming in 2024. Next up is Missouri wide receiver Luther Burden. Now, Luther Burden is an interesting prospect because although he's projected to be 1st round, he's projected to be taken a little bit later in the 1st round, which is kind of bogus based on his pure raw talent and production at Missouri. Coming out of high school, Burden was a 5-star and was never really underestimated, but became very polished when he came to Missouri and posted some crazy numbers. Burden is often compared to the likes of Deebo Samuel, Curtis Samuel, and Randall Cobb, and able to get some of those jump balls while also having some really crisp route running, and can even be used as a punt returner. Burden finished with a solid 192 catches for 2,263 yards and 21 touchdowns. He added 34 carries for 234 yards and 4 scores. He also had a punt return back in 2022. Personally, Luther Burden is my number 2 wide receiver behind McMillan in this draft, but I wouldn't sleep on picking this guy top 10 just based on his pure raw talent and ability to go up and make some plays. And that brings us to Will Johnson, the corner out of Michigan, who's projected to be a top 5 pick. Now, you may be asking yourself, how in the world is a projected top 5 pick underrated? But he is. And honestly, after starting off his career really hot, he unfortunately finished on some injuries, which has lowered his draft stock, but time and time again, he proved that he could make big plays in the biggest moment and was a 2023 national champion with Michigan. Will Johnson has a great frame and size, and some believe him to be a better corner than Travis Hunter, which I'm sure you all know. All in all, cornerback talent is hard to find in the draft, and I could see teams trading up to get Will Johnson as more and more talented wide receivers enter the league, and more corners are needed to lock him down. Will Johnson is your guy, as he's a hard-hitting tackler and can even make some great plays on the ball, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him go top 5, even top 3. I wish best of luck to the players attending the Combine, and although every player has their own story, these are the players that I think are being slept on the most, and I encourage you to subscribe to my channel as I will continue to do mock drafts and draft analysis until the draft in April of 2025. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Growl.